Oxford is not a city. It is a labyrinth, walled with time, sealed with memory, and lined with mirrors that lie. By now, 4 bells have whispered, 3 remain sealed, and in the space between them, something begins to stir. It begins with mirrors. Across Oxford, seemingly at random, glass begins to break. Bathroom mirrors in St. Hugh's, the window of the library at Corpus Christi, a skylight during evensong. No noise, no pressure, no impact. They simply split, silently, into radial fractures, circles within circles. One physics student attempted to film the shatter pattern in slow motion. When he slowed the footage to 1/10,000th speed, he saw something horrifying. A face in the glass. Not a reflection, an expression pressed outward from within. Mouth open in a scream you can't hear. He stopped speaking the next day. In the days after the 4th bell was confirmed to have resonated beneath the Radcliffe camera, new figures began appearing. 7, clothed in robes of red and ash grey, faces veiled, always seen at the very edge of vision, rarely full in frame. They did not speak. They did not move quickly, but their hum was unmistakable. A note so low it passed through the lungs like a cold hand. Students began losing time, waking in libraries they hadn't entered. One girl wrote 47 pages of Latin she didn't understand. Another attempted to remove her own tongue, whispering, "I was singing what wasn't mine." This was the rise of the choir of glass. A 5th-year D.Phil candidate named Rowan Ellett, known for her skepticism, discovered an anonymous grimoire stitched into the spine of a gutted 17th century prayer book. Inside, diagrams of human vocal cords crossed with bell mechanisms and rituals called throat forgeries. One section was marked in dried blood. To resonate without metal, the body must become the bell. Rowan found this ridiculous, until he began coughing shards, until he looked into a mirror and saw his mouth ringing, not with sound, but with a dull vibration, making the glass around him quiver. His final act was attempting to speak into the walls of the Sheldonian Theatre. No one knows what he said, but the next night, the 5th bell tolled. Somewhere beneath Oxford lies a chamber few have seen and fewer recall. The entrance is lost. Some say it's under Queen's Lane, where the echo never quite returns right. Others claim it appears only at certain times. 3:33 a.m. on nights when the moon is black and the air smells like frost. What's agreed upon is what it contains. 7 mirrors, placed like choir stalls. Each one cracked, but never broken. Reflections that do not copy you, but observe you, waiting for your eyes to drift. And in the 7th mirror, if you look long enough, you'll see the bellkeeper. But in your form, wearing your clothes, standing just a little too still, waiting for you to blink. The choir's presence deepens. Their humming enters recordings, fire alarms, phone lines. A mathematics professor at Keble cracked a chalkboard with a scream no one heard, but everyone felt. Windows no longer reflect clearly. You see more than you should. Rooms that aren't behind you. Figures that shouldn't be there. Mouths moving in silence. Lips forming one phrase. Let us ring you. When the 6th bell tolled, there was no sound. Only a ripple across the air, and every mirror in Oxford fogging at once from the inside. One bell sleeps, one, and it is buried not beneath a college, but beneath the city itself. Somewhere below the high street, in the catacombs sealed before the conquest. A place so old No map remembers it. A silence so deep even sound drowns in it. They say the final bell is not made of metal. They say it is alive. And when it tolls, not even time will echo back. ... 7 keepers. One world rewritten in sound. When the last bell tolls, Oxford will forget it was ever silent. To be continued.